Hello everybody, what's up? OCD Mikey, Hi-Fi Guy for another edition of The Mikey Show. And I am here as your best system builder on YouTube. That is what I do. Anyways, so I wanted to tell you about, this is like what I promised you guys when I first started doing this channel 4 years ago, is I promised you that as time went, I would find you products that would compete with the best in the market in terms of exotic and performance and not cost an arm and a leg and actually have an intrinsic value to them. The Fisher & Fisher 770 is one of those speakers. This is, as you can see how high it's nearly 5.5 feet tall speaker. This is solid slate. Okay, this is 1 inch thick stone, natural stone cabinet. There's no wood in here whatsoever. Okay, and we've got a 4-way design. So what we've got down here on the bottom is a dual subwoofer. This is dual 7.5 inch subs that are in a ported enclosure. These things are good. The down 3 dB point is 24 hertz. So this thing is good all the way down to 24, negative 3 dB at 24. And the speaker plays at 155 dB output. So this is no joke. This is an ass-kicking loudspeaker. We come up a little higher and we go up to here. The sub handles everything from 60 hertz down. Then we come up to here, which is the woofer. And you can see the woofer, it's the same. It's a carbon paper fiber with a rubber surround. 7.5 inches, made in Germany. Okay, this is specially made for them. This driver handles from 60 hertz up to 300. And then these pick up at 300. These are the dual 6-inch mid-ranges. Pick up at 300 and go to 2,000. And then everything from 2,000 and above is in this Mundorf AMT tweeter that is also specially made for Fisher & Fisher. We've got 3 separate cabinets and a total weight of 350 pounds. So that makes this speaker relatively easy to move. It just takes 2 guys, each cabinet. Pretty simple, pretty easy. It's no big deal. As you can see, if you come around the side, you can see the natural surface of this slate. It does not chip or anything like that. This is a sealed slate. It is solid stone, so zero resonance. The energy leaves the cabinet and goes into the room. If you come around back, something that really makes this speaker special, let me show you around back right here, and I know I don't have it lit well for it, but right here is a port, and that port tunnel goes up to the back of the mid-range on the front of the speaker. What this does is this gives us a back wave into the mid-bass frequencies and through the mids that bounce off the front wall and give us the same sort of imaging as a planar magnetic speaker, coupled with the dynamics of a dynamic speaker, the punch and the grip and the dynamic of the woofer and the mid-bass. This thing has mid-bass like you wouldn't believe. Like, this is an area that this actually is one of the strong suits of this design, is the mid-bass, snare hits, things like that, which typically there's a carve-out in most speakers right there. So the SN770 is an incredible creation from Fisher & Fisher of Germany. And a typical speaker like this, look, if we were looking at a Magico or a Wilson that was this tall, you guys know this, we'd be in $200,000, $250,000. If it was a Rockport that would be about maybe this tall, it would be $200,000. This is every bit of an exotic speaker, and you're never going to guess how much it costs. Take a guess. Nope, it's not 100 grand. Nope, it's not 80 grand. Half that is 40,000 bucks. This is only 40K, and this is a true exotic that truly competes with other brands that are $200,000, $250,000. This is no joke. This will not be 40 grand forever. You guys are catching this. I like to find you brands that are in their Goldilocks zone before they go into the stratosphere with prices. Because these guys are going to be told again and again, your speakers are so good, I can't believe they're only 40 grand. Finally, one day they say, okay, we'll make them 80 grand. And they double the price. It happens. I've seen it in so many occasions. Right now, Fisher & Fisher is still in the Goldilocks zone. Okay, so now is the time to buy this when there's still only 40K for something this beautiful, made in Germany, that performs like this. On the top end with the tweeter, we're up to 27K. Okay, so I'll say that again. The frequency response is 24 hertz to 27,000 hertz. Those are the down 3 dB points. And this speaker plays at 115 dB. So it will fill a room, a big room, okay? And they're 350 pounds and only 40K. That includes shipping anywhere in the United States. So anyways, thought I would let you know. Thanks for joining. See you. Almost forgot, how do they sound? Well, okay, strong. That's the first word I'll tell you. Strong and smooth. These things are so smooth in that mid-range, it's incredible. And they reach out to 27K. So they're extremely clear yet smooth. That is typically the sound that I'm after with the gear that I sell. Is far extended reach of the highs, but smooth, silky, sweet highs. Not aggressive, sharp, intense highs that hurt, okay? This is something that you can listen to all day long and love it. Now, they're strong, so you can crank them if you want to. And they do not break up. They are clear all the way up to 115 dB, which is way louder than anybody wants to listen. I don't recommend it for your hearing. Incredible, incredible mid-bass these things have that I haven't heard in many other speakers. That means when the snare hits toot, that toot, you know, it's tight and it hits, and you have a nice mid-bass. And they are strong. You can play them at a lower level and still retain all the dynamics so they don't take a lot of power, because these speakers are 92.5 dB sensitive and 4 ohm load. So they are easy to drive. We were driving them with a Jeff Rowland, which is a 555, which is 125 watts. Before that, we were using 150 watts or 160 watt single-ended triode, one single tube powering each side. So they're not hard to drive, and they are absolutely balanced and very smooth and powerful. That is the sound that they have. So they are a contender. These are the 770. If you guys at Capitol Audio Fest, you heard me bring the 470. 3 speakers down from this, okay? So you can imagine the 470 was almost too much for the room at Capitol Audio Fest. We used the 70, which were the little monitors that are just the SN70s. And those were phenomenal in the room. So you can imagine what the 770s have. If you heard the 70s and you heard the 470s, this is the 770s. On deck, I've got something else coming. I've got the thousands coming. Those are the big dogs. Now, I'm not going to tease you to say, guess what speakers are coming and whatever else, because I have too much respect for you guys, and I don't want to do this to your undercarriage. I'd rather just let you know. I've got the big dogs coming in after this, and we will listen to those. Those will probably take down these panels. I am very close to my panels with these. In fact, so close that I'm ordering up the thousands in hopes that I can pull the panels out of here. And then the panels will be sold to somebody that wants to have a complex type setup. But I need to have something in here simpler that I can resell. So anyways, just want to tell you how they sound. They're freaking fantastic. Thanks for joining. I appreciate all the business you guys have given me. Thanks so much. Cheers.